Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Geno Talks. I'm Attention Malloy, and on today's topic we'll be discussing about Chidima's saga and other stuff. um, this this topic came with Mr. Tasom's. I see his mic is still muted. I don't know what is he doing. I'm recording. What's happening?
Nada, 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 nada.
Uh,
Okay, but that sounds.
Okay, no, I was having a hard time navigating this whole thing, né? But now, yeah, I think I've somehow figured it out.
all
Yeah.
right. Oh,
Otherwise, yeah, I the reason why I felt this topic had to be spoken about is because it somehow stopped being about the pageant and it went on to become a whole thing about home affairs and having people from outside South Africa coming into the country without, having proper documentation. It sort of raised that topic that we've had for a long time, years xenophobia, where, the fear sort of escalated to the point whereby abantu get hurt. Ngenxa yento yoba we have the fear scenario of them coming to the country illegally and doing other illegal stuff as part of, not following the procedure of bangena country. And yeah, I just wanted to hear your guys' views about this whole thing, basically. And it's just to add on what I've said, I think AI, as much as into Bamdan Abantu was not, I don't think she was aware of how she got into the country or how she became a South African citizen. But I was so relieved as a human being to another human being that she got embraced by another country, despite all of this hate that she was receiving from both sides, because it did get to that point where she was actually getting backlash from in Nigeria for wanting to partake into the pageant on that side. I just wanted to hear your guys' views on the topic, basically.
yeah, this thing of cyberbullying was something else, man. Like South Africans started cyberbullying the ones which were on what's the thing? The ones which are participating on Miss Nigeria Universe, something like that. They were be saying after bullying Chidima, now they are bullying the ones which are participating in Nigeria. That's something else. That's something else, bro. Like I don't wanna lie. Like it caught me and I was kind of surprised. Some people even commented regarding to the issue of Floyd leaving the EFF, stating that it's because of Chidima's drama, the one of xenophobia, because they say it was the um Julius Malema only gets involved in other things like that has to do with Nigeria, but when it has to do with South Africa, it does not want to get involved. That's why Floyd left the EFF. But Floyd has his own reasons, so I don't think that the Chidima's drama has to do with understand, guys.
But guys,
Yeah, I have a
man,
question.
this whole
Okay.
okay,
Yeah.
you may proceed.
Continue, you can go, it's fine.
This whole Chidima story, I believe that as South Africans, we were not being xenophobic or whatever. South Africans are just standing out for South African rights. As we know, as an outsider, you cannot partake in the beauty pageants of that other country. So South Africans were not being xenophobic. The approach, they could have used a different approach, not fighting with Uchidima, but what they did, I do not think that they were being xenophobic or whatever. I believe that they did the right thing. The only thing they were supposed to change is the approach. And Julius Malema, I don't know. Anything else, I don't know. But South Africans, the only thing that was bad is their approach. But what they did is good. In my view, what they did was something good.
So what is it that you think when they should have done instead of how they chose to handle the whole situation?
One, Chidima didn't know that she doesn't have, like, she's not a legal citizen of South Africa. So Chidima is not wrong. She also thought that she was fighting for her own rights. So but they could have just approached it in a right manner. Maybe Ikale was home friends from the start. Kungaloku uChidima bemluisa and stuff. She didn't know. She just wanted to be Miss SA because she was South African. She was South African. So but they could have done something, man. Not something violent. Belokhu bemu bemgulisha pha ko-TikTok. No, ngabe yenziwe nje kwakhulunywa nama-authorities, yarayizwa indaba like in a good manner, kurayizwa uba okay guys, we think that Chidima is not South African, please look into that, and then kuthuleke once we have the results. Angithi kuthiwa innocent until proven guilty. Until we have the results, bekumele indaba kaChidima thina siyekele to the to i-government yenze umthetho wayo ne-home affairs, sithule singalwisi uChidima. uChidima did nothing wrong. The people who were wrong are her parents. So mina ngithi
Can you repeat it again? Parents did what?
yo, I should repeat no, ngithi bekumele
No,
siyenze
the last part
ngalandlela
because there was mute.
The last part, yes.
yo. I've
Okay.
we may
For Nane,
So okay, yeah.
I don't know, like really. I was not really following this thing. But the thing is, Kutwa Anditu Chidima is claiming that she was born a Soweto to a Nigerian father and a Zulu mother, right? So now, the time she was born, make suppose Wuti, few days after, make suppose bamenzela a birth certificate. The reason being, she was born in South Africa, a Soweto, to a Zulu mother, which means she she has a identification yalapha South Africa. So I'm not sure if I am following. How did it happen that she was up in South Africa from 2001 until 2024? Why kwizikolo zalapha South Africa? What was she using? Was she using like i-ID yalapha South Africa after completing a matric and went to a university, or she was using documents zakhe zase Nigeria? So what was she using? That's what we have to discover. If now we know, okay, don't bekade isebenzisa, because up in South Africa, if you are a foreigner, for example, and then uze South Africa, and then you stay here more than 20 years, somehow you become a citizen yalapha South Africa because you have stayed more than 20 years. I know abantu who have EIDs alapha South Africa, but they're from other respective countries. Reason being, they stayed here more than 20 years in South Africa. So if we notice a calculator from 2001 up until 2024, that's more than 20 years, which somehow should allow Chidima to become a citizenship of South Africa. So yonke ke ngoku le nto njengoba i-investigator i-Department of Home Affairs, what are they investigating? Are they investigating the fact that she is not from South Africa, having documents zase Nigeria, or they are investigating the fact that she went to Miss SA and then Miss SA? What is it exactly? Because somehow lento it needs, because kuthiwa nomama ke, she stole the identity of someone else and then gave it to Chidima. So it means I think before Tina as South Africans we become quick to judge or aphathwe ngale ndlela aphathwe ngayo uChidima, we should first see ukuba okay from the Department of Home Affairs what happened, because njengoba sitsho uNonjabulo, it was not her fault that she didn't have it documents, because at a young age you depend on your parents for you to be documented. So it was not really her fault. But Tina, as abantu, we are good at throwing stones before we could even know the final verdict of everything that is going on. So from nights, it's an incident. I'm not sure what's my final saying, Alent.
You know, I've been checking this thingy. When it comes to sports, nani, let's say, just like I think it was what again? Was it boxing, whereby it was South Africa versus Nigeria. I don't know if you guys have checked it, whereby South Africa won against Nigeria. Then they were
Yeah, I
like,
did, but I didn't watch it. Yeah, I saw like the snippets of it on TikTok and everything. Like,
so
it
people
was all over social media. Yeah.
after winning the thingy, this saga of Chidima, they continue saying what's this thing? South Africa is continuing beating Nigeria, something like that. I was like, hey, man, this issue is serious, almost. Now,
And that's the thing. The thing is that we just find in each and every situation that is happening, we just find a way to be enemies. Whenever there's something wrong, we'll be just making jokes and finding a way to be enemies, of which is wrong.
and right now, like people are busy requesting let me say this thing
There
of
is questioning
Uber, this
in
prank.
Nigeria.
There's this prank that's happening these days. Like, have you checked it out? Like the one of people requesting Ubers, then canceling the rides when the ride has arrived.
Yeah, they be requesting in Nigeria. A person changes their location and they request in Nigeria, and then the drivers keep calling them. Like, guys, that is wrong. What about the South Africans that are living in Nigeria? How are they supposed to survive in Nigeria if we're busy doing this to Nigerians?
I think it's the way Nigerians are being known in South Africa, like the things that they do, of which not all of them they do those things. Abanye, they are being known of selling drugs, and then the others they are being known of mishandling South African young women. Like siyazi Mabukhoni Parklands, whereby these guys they do silly stuff to abosisi bethu. So I think it goes with that. Then Londo, the way Tina we have seen in Nigerians, it changes how we look at them in every situation that we are going to have. It changes in every situation that we are going to have. If there is this eyenzekayo professionally with South Africa and Nigeria, abantu, they are going to find something that they are going to use in a negative way, towards in Nigeria. And it's too much. It's too much. It's too much. If you see, somehow inazo it-traits zobu-xenophobic there and there. It has. But Tina, we might deny it and say, no, I akonto enjalo. But I'm telling you, it has it-traits. If ungathiwa kuvumbuka i-xenophobia ngoku, you would see uba kungenzeka ntoni.
I think, Tina, as a nation, we believe so much in social media to a point we are so vocal when it comes to handling issues on social media, that they somehow get to reflect on our livelihoods, like on the reality. Because you'd find some of the things that happen on social media gets taken out on like on the ground. Abanye abantu get attacked, as I've said, because I'm not sure how this whole thing at Chidima started, but I think it somehow, started from igama lakhe being like not sounding from up in South Africa, and then from there, things just escalated to like nje a online without a formal complaint laid from Unantsika Home Affairs. So I think Nati lendo of relying on social media, Mosha is a nation, if I can put it like that. Because like any issue, you are so quick to just make it trend on Twitter. Like that's another thing that as a country we have a problem with. Is social media. We are so quick to hate too. Like we can, if you could think of any issue that we've had that has trended on social media, 90% of those are not something as a positive. It's either we're dragging someone or, we are calling them names. Kuning is cyberbullying. Like you can name them. Like there are even famous Twitter accounts that are known for being trolls. And from there, like trends like get started. Abantu whose lives, gets destroyed. Kuning.
Yeah, you see, I wanted to answer the part where you said, where did this Chidima drama started? You see, there's this flag of Mozambique and is it Mozambique and Nigeria on Chidima's profile, right, on her bio. So it raised concerns to, let me say, South Africans. Okay. Plus there's been beef for over years on social media, with not only on social media, plus on even on public with South Africa with Nigerians, right? Remember that time whereby there was AFCON, right? Whereby it was South Africa versus Nigeria. Remember that time whereby there's been beef on even on social media. I don't know if you recall this, whereby South Africa versus Nigeria during the AFCON on those finals, whereby Nigeria ended up winning, and they were like, we're fighting for more piano. Like it's kind of like a joke, but these people were serious about this thing. Because there was this time, I think it was last year, if I'm not mistaken, whereby they were fighting for Amapiano, be like, hey, Amapiano started in Nigeria, Amapiano started in South Africa. You see? So whereby when they saw that on Chidima's profile, they saw that there is a Nigerian flag. So that's why like it caught attention to Black Twitter, whereby they started let me say dissing her or beefing her. Then that's when like the war started, and then it continued from Twitter. Then this thing got what's this thing? Who's that again? Jason is also on Twitter, so he saw it. Then that's when like they started investigating everything. That's when like everything started. You see, so tactic. It's
But
hectic.
my question is,
Yeah.
why did not the name of Chidima appear or ring a bell in the beginning of a contest?
Even I was surprised. The thing is, they saw that she was about to win.
Why later? Why later when she beat the top 30,
Yeah.
top what,
That's-
until she was in the top 9.
They saw that
When she was about to win,
they saw that
and then they said,
she was going to win.
Chidima.
They saw that she was going to win, man. They saw that she was going to win. You see? So that's why like someone for sure made sure that she doesn't win. That's why like it happened to be she got to be cyber bullied and stuff, you see.
So basically, Nina, this was an act of jealousy. Basically, this whole thing revolves around jealousy because
Yes.
Chidima besakazowina.
Yes.
It has to be. It has to be. Okay, of course. Now, in South Africa, they are starting to follow, okay, Department of Home Affairs and the Hawks, they are starting to follow on this matter legally. But the thing is, if there was not a single person obezoti, no, man. Chidima, Vanessa, what? I look at South Africa. So let us try to find out where is she from. So now my question is, if it was not an act of jealousy, they could have done it from the beginning of the pageant. Xa ke ngenela kwi-pageant and then they see ukuba okay kubhaliwe phana Chidima, Vanessa Adechina. Already lelo gama lichazela uba I am not, or these are not amagama ase-South Africa ngaya kwenye country, but still bamyeka wangena, and then she beat the top 30, she beat her way up to the top 9 or top 10, and then after nifuna investigator. No, man. You're supposed to do that long time ago if really it was the matter of identification yakhe.
Kodwa is that like irresponsibility yabantu base-South Africa leyo okanye was it supposed to be done by the pageant?
It was supposed to be done by the pageant.
From the beginning, irresponsibility pageant.
Yeah, it was supposed to be done by the pageant.
So this shows how ignorant they are. The pageant. This shows how ignorant they are.
Oh.
What is happening? What's happening? You guys are quiet. Is everything okay?
No, I received a call from my mother, so
All right.
I was trying to fix that.
All right.
So as I was saying, from now it was the responsibility of the pageant. They were supposed to take responsibility.
Yeah, because
of that.
Because is there it is like is there responsibility to double check everything, you know? It's not the citizens right to check like like because the way they raised concerns to the public. Yeah. Now I don't think she will like feel the same about South Africa, man, you know? Because the way she was cyberbullied, man, she was forced to withdraw from the thingy, from the boutique, the contest, man. From being Miss.
But then I have a question.
Yeah.
I think issue ndinayo mna about this whole situation indaba ka-Home Affairs.
Yeah.
Because I think I'm not sure if it was the spokesperson of the Home Affairs Department or was it the minister themselves that spoke, that did an interview with one of the broadcasting agencies in South Africa, where they said a formal complaint was never lodged by any South African citizen. This was just a topic that was happening online, and they happened to get a message, information from the side of the family, wanting them to investigate the matter so that they can prove to everyone that they are actually from South Africa. Like, what do you guys have to say about, I wouldn't say the recklessness of the department, but the negligence abanayo when it comes to not being like transparent, but being tight when it comes to in-laws in their work, in making sure about each and every person that steps in this country does so, with every documented, whether every document with every document that is needed, it be available whenever they decide to step into the country. Like, what do you guys have to say about that department, basically, in terms of how they handle those illegal immigrants?
Regarding indaba
Immigrants in general.
illegal immigrants, you see that on the borders, what's in on the borders is as called that secured. Understand? So like abantu masafikile ngapha, they are able to do what to they're able to what's this thing? Kunomunye umuntu like akakhuluma ngendaba yokuthi yena ukwazi ukuthi ahlanganise i-ID, but let me not let me prepare because hey, songenisa abantu engxakini yabona, but this is our first responsibility yokuthi like ba double check ukuthi kahle kahle lapha uma first kwenzakalani ngoba like people are busy selling IDs ne certificates to people, you understand. This end up making what's in indaba zama illegal immigrants nani ukuthi sithola ama IDs nani not in a legal way. That's also ukuthi like abantu end up enjani ba share izinto like I don't know it's like into ngiphendule na umbuzo wakho.
Ithuba elibongwayo, copyright.
Yeah. Yeah.
Utingoma, the song that is playing in your background.
Eish.
From Nasomila, but there's no way, Lento, that you'll be able to deal with it unless xa umuntu eyokwenza i-ID, they do a thorough investigation. See, for example, ngoku, so we are under the GNU, and the Minister of Home Affairs from the beginning, Yabo, were excited that he is going to deport illegal immigrants. You know, he's going to do his job, and end of which, that's good. Of course, that's what they want to do. Abantu who are in power now to show us abasezansi that they are working. But they are IDs as invalid. I think going towards the end of September, Ababan is a green book. And then the person has to go to a Home Affairs and make in ID enter. So I think from there, Ababan is a green books. They have to start with them. They make a thorough investigation to check that the person is legal. You understand? The person is legal. The person is from South Africa, to see what are the things that can implicate the country as a South Africa with people who are here illegal. But at the end of the day, how do you solve into elon hlobo? I know, for example, someone whose mother is from South Africa, but umamake washona, and then their father is from Ghana. Is from Ghana. So utata wala mantombazana I2, what he did, it's what I heard, and I'm not sure if it was true. So what he did, he would ask abantwana bakhe who are from South Africa time and again to give them IDs zabo, so that he could make a copy and then take a identification yabo and give to other people who are not from South Africa. I'm telling you, today, labo bantwana bayi-2, they don't have the ID, because ngalandlela bebekade besenza ngakhona, they would receive money giving this person the ID, and then from there make copies, give identification yabo kwabanye abantu, and then in return they receive money with the IDs zabo zisekubo. But today, from what I heard, they don't have IDs alapha South Africa anymore because they sold them. And they received imali etile. So as an ID that they sold, in exchange of money they gave to other people who are obviously not from South Africa, so that bakwazi ukungena in South Africa and do what they want. You understand? So if there are people who are voluntarily giving their identification to illegal foreigners, how are we going to solve that? Or how is the Department of Home Affairs going to solve into elolo hlobo in identifying who is legal and who is not legal in the country? So if lento it stops within the citizens of South Africa, then maybe it can take a turn to doing things right. But if not, the 30 IDM and give to someone else in exchange of money, then it will never finish in any time soon.
Yeah. A ke go tloele monna o boele. Hey, it's too much, man. It's too much. It's too much. So tell me, man. When are they expecting us to what's the thing? Because like I heard you mentioning the thing of terminating us from using the old green books. So I want to change mine. So when are they going to be like what's the thing? Not
I'm not sure it takes, but
yeah.
as soon as possible, you should go and do your ID yako.
All right.
Because I went to a certain shop,
Yeah.
and then they used the IDM, which is the green book. And then when they were scanning the barcode,
Yeah.
it could not. So it says failure in verification. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they said, no, since he failed to verify, then
Yeah.
I have to go to a Home Affairs or bank
Yeah.
to open up the ID enter that will be that smart card. So already kukhona, signs that indeed they are taking ESO green ID books to be invalid in some point. So if
So
nala green book, which means somewhere, somehow, zikhona izinto that you will not be able to do, of which they will be very important for whenever Moses, but at that moment you won't be able to do them because of that green book.
oh, I understand. So tell me here, like, should I go to any bank or there are certain banks? Because the only bank that I know is FNB. I don't know about the other banks.
I'm not sure. Now I'm using Standard Bank, so they do call Standard Bank ilanduza i-ID for when if you are their client. I'm not sure ngezinye banks is.
All right, all right. I should try opening an account.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
But
complicating things for yourself. Go to Home Affairs.
straight.
Go to Home
I
Affairs.
heard that I should book online. The thing is, I tried booking online. I don't know if it's me or what, but it was complicated.
Oh, that's not the system is advanced. We book online. That is some improvement. That is great.
But the thing is, the system is
There's nothing
complicated.
improving about that. Aye. Stop lying.
Complicated.
If their systems could just shut down whenever, like
Saying
The system is complicated.
if we're going to talk about improvement, I think it should start from their systems working 24 hours. Like
Because
we can't be having that issue in 2024. A whole department struggling in that way. Aye, guys.
yeah, it's too much. It's too much. It's too much. We're about to run. We're left with 2 minutes 44 seconds. I don't know if we should end it for end it to yeah.
In these 2 minutes,
Yeah.
just a quick one. Did you know that Chidima accepted ilantuza invitation to join a Miss pageant or Miss Universe in
Yes,
Nigeria.
yes. I did see that. That's why I was saying from the beginning that they were bullying those who were participating in what's the thing? They were start bullying those who were participating in Miss Universe Nigeria.
So in Nigeria is like, okay, you are kicking it out of your Miss Universe in South Africa. Says I'm invited and we are going to show you guys.
Yeah.
So
Some Nigerians were some Nigerians were dissing Chidima. They would be like they wouldn't be accepting her, something like that. I was like, why are they like having hatred for her like this, man?
That's when I saw into Tina as abantu as a country. We are hypocrites. We are a bunch of hypocrites. Because as soon as in Nigeria, or rather the Nigerian citizens said that, we were so quick to be like, you know what, we're gonna vote for you. You are our girl. I'm like, what is that? If we believed in her so much, then we should have just let her stay. But in Gokabandu, we're like, you know what, she's going to partake in your pageant, and you guys don't want her in that. We are still going to vote for her because she's still going to compete. Like in Zetina, we're a different country, Shem.
Yeah. And that's it for today. Guys, we don't know, we no longer have time. See you next time, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Ilahlangana na kambe.